So much for that dramatic start. Good morning and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium. I am Mom. It's June 9th. I don't know what that means. It's just June 9th. I'm still really tired. But around 4 this morning, the truck finally turned off its engines after being here for 32 hours of having a truck running 500 feet? Yeah, 500 feet away from us. It was a refrigerated truck for the grocery store because their refrigeration system wasn't working, which is terrible. I understand that you've got to have a separate external truck, but it's a noise violation, and I didn't sleep the night before last, so I got 3 hours. So by the end of the show last night, which we stopped early, I was like, went lay down, closed the windows, which I hate to do, put on the fans to get some air moving, and finally got some sleep. And then at about 3 this morning, the truck stopped and was... and then the alarm went off. But I've got coffee. It's hopefully not going to be that long of a day today, only till 11:30 or so. So let's get to today's stuff. We've got repair hull, disruptor damage on the ground, plasma damage in space. This tune isn't doing plasma. This tune is doing AP in space. Alright, who's got plasma? I want to say that's... Ketha? Let's take a quick look. Is it either Kethwa or Ketha? Be fun if it's Ketha. We could go get some stuff done. Ketha, where are you? There we are. Let's see what you've got for damage. I should put a little cheat sheet up here on the side of the monitor, so remember who's got what. And she's running ultimate plasma. I really like that. It's, for whatever reason, the ultimates are just such a nice weapon. I like Zatvash, but there's something about the plasma. This is not a particularly well-developed ship, and it still does a decent amount of damage. Can imagine what it'll do when I start tweaking it. Alright, so we need to do some plasma damage, some space, repair hull in space, disruptor damage on the ground. And we've got cyclic, so we can go do that. Heck, let's see if we can get a lot of this done in one, and let's run an episode. I do believe we're just about to do Doom to Repeat. That'll give us a lot of ground. I'm not sure what it'll give us for space, but let's get that one going.
Odo's found something intriguing
Ooh, it's
in the Masan
Garrick.
system. Something the Founders want no one to know about, even one of their own. That certainly piques my curiosity. I'll meet you in the Masan system. Odo wants to travel incognito this time. I trust you'll be able to deliver him and that surly Gem Hadar bodyguard of his to the Masan system intact. One more thing. I've taken the liberty of informing Captain Kira, and she'll be joining us as well. After the Karema incident, she's taken a personal interest in high-level Dominion activity, particularly where Ambassador Odo is involved.
Ooh. We can get Fakiri Chaos Blaze. It's worth it. Alright, let's do this one. If we don't time out. That's a large if.
I only recently learned of... No, so far so good. They're not targeting us.
Entering the Dominion systems without authorization has become a bad habit of yours. One I have grown weary of. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that before my patience with your insolence expires.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately. Fire to disable. Odo must not be armed.
Oh, that was short.
Dominion forces, this is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities.
I barely got to shoot at him.
Our first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
I had to fire like 2 shots at
How
him.
to make my days more interesting. An ancient Dominion research facility, guarded by the leader of the Founders. A cloaked fleet pales in comparison, but it's the best I can add to the mix. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. The fact that the Founder was willing to fire on one of her own speaks volumes on this station's worth. I look forward to discovering its secrets.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
She doesn't. Let's find out what she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant shows up.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet? On any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building exercise.
Yep. Didn't mean to do that.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
Okay, we're on Disruptor. Let's see who's got what. Well, that's absolutely lovely. Let's see if I got any other Disruptors in here. Nope. Okay, guys. You can have fun. So let's do one last thing here. Give that to you. Get rid of some of this junk. Slow show mix is definitely not junk. Nothing to salvage. Okay, guys.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair. This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Research report 4121.63. Dominion Reckoning. My fellow founders, the Masan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion. Our premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict this species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
Research Report 4653.15. Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan. Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these burrowers further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years ago.
Anything else in this room? Oh, yeah. Maybe. Yep. This room.
Research Report, Dominion Date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the cadre species 484 designation, burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the burrowers have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation. While dormant, a smaller cervital race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Research Report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre Species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
Research Report Dominion Date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake. Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our Dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Herc in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all paying the price.
Research Report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous enemies. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Thakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves. Research Report Supplemental Entry 8671.71, Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Vakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Vakari and a Klingon warlord known as Mullah. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Kolnos. One can only hope.
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity.
And one more console here someplace. There it is.
Research Report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey. Our agents in the other quadrants report that the Burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The Burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal. Galactic devastation.
Yes, they knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Herc re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
Actually, we do get another chance. Replay! Sorry. Is this where I want to go? I bet I want to go down there.
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transporters. Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical purpose. I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of all this. The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even dangerous. Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, the occupants are... It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. The Dominion made the Fakiri to kill Klingons. I'm not expecting a warm welcome. Worf and Martok need to see this.
No, Worf and Martok do not need to see this. That would not be a good thing, Kira. Which way am I going? I want to go that way. Do I want to go that way? Door? There's the door. Thank you.
We've got company, and they don't look friendly. We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up. Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these pods from opening.
This one is super dialogue heavy. Far be it from me to criticize, but what if they threw you into this and you had to fight from the get-go and then figure out the story?
The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them.
Sure we do, Kira. We have guns. Might not be an ideal way to pacify them, but I'll bet you it works. Let's see, we're going down here now? Nope, there's no down here to go to.
By the prophets. More incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
Oh, piffle. We need to do disruptor damage.
Odo to Kira, we're on our way to assist you. Please? Are you...
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
Wait, he says that so unenthusiastically. Victory is life.
So is Dr. Juno, but I don't say it every 5
Welcome to
seconds.
Shangdu. Let's see if we got any junk here. Yep.
I think we've worn...
While we have a down moment, let's do this.
Looks like the Herc followed us down here.
Why do I have a sneaky feeling I'm not on Disruptor anymore? There we go. Somehow managed to get off Disruptor. I was wondering why that wasn't acquiring any power.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen. Are you insane?
Oh, that was interesting.
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later, and that creature would have attacked the Founder.
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wayun. That Herc was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a Founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear, as is my conscience. We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Herc. If you want to communicate with them some more, you're free to do so, but I recommend we leave immediately.
Bravely ran Sir Robin. Well, there's my disruptor damage. Now we can get the hell out of here. I have priorities.
Once we...
Oops. Keep cutting out the dialogue. Sorry about that. As I said, though, this one seems to be very dialogue heavy and not so pew-pew. And for that matter, it doesn't seem very Fakiri heavy either. I thought I remember this one's having a lot more Fakiri to it. Let's see if we time out here.
Glad
Hey,
you could
space
join us.
battle.
As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery. Some new type of Dominion attack craft, perhaps? Fakiri, as in the demonic beasts of Klingon folklore? I'm intrigued. It's not every day one encounters mythic creatures. I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Fakiri. Beginning to see why.
I've got to move that to a different key. Oh, okay, well that was good. Goal here was to get all 3 endeavors done on one mission. And we did that. Now we can go shoot things for fun. That's interesting. Cannons are fun though, right? Always look great. Very pew-pew. Salvage, there is.
popping out of port.
Just as the Fakiri are warning.
The current stupid. Herc?
Looks like the Fakiri are pursuing the better part of valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Herc out there.
The Herc seem to be distracted. There's something about the station that's holding their attention. We might be able to take advantage of this.
Are you suggesting we attack? While it's true, we have the advantage, for now. I don't think we'll hold it for long once we start blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Herc want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them enjoy their meal in peace.
Very well. We'll deal with the Herc later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're ready.
And out. A fun little episode. Actually, I like the whole Gamma arc.
The founders never disappoint, do they?
Do these two.
I wish I had chosen to join you on
Disaster.
the mission, but I'm sure it's for the best that I was available to cover yours. Be seeing you. Researchers led by my friend Dr. Bashir. Be seeing you.
Alright. Let's switch tunes. I think I have one quick event to do from last night that I didn't finish, which is Kethza's little realm. If I was smarter than I am, and if I had more time, I would figure out just how long it takes to do each of these patrols on my better tunes, and figure out the fastest way to do it.
Those Starfleet ships won't last much longer again.
Let's make sure I have to do this one. I do have to do this. Let's go get this done.
Enterprise, this is your day of base. Get clear!
You know what works better? I get these things loaded up here. Okay, I love this build, but this ship has got a crummy turn radius, incredibly high inertia, so it takes forever to get it to speed. And once I get it to speed, I go hitting into things and bounce off of them. Not very effective.
This is command.
Here they come. Get her locked and loaded. Those aren't Rokai ships. Those are rebels from other Klingon helms. More virus.
Still.
Here come the Mokai.
Wow, that was an interesting effect. Yes, we know it blows up. I'm sorry. Okay, what do we need on this tune? Romulan. Wow, that's weird. There we go. Alright, that's done. Let's jump over and hit that other tune super quick. See what they need. By the way, if anybody's wondering where we were yesterday, if you're not aware of it, at about 2 in the morning, Fastly had a huge service interruption, and Fastly runs the systems, communication systems for Twitch, CNET, Amazon, a couple other big things, and they just crashed, and everything went down. Not a good day. Defeat captains on the ground, destroy dreadnoughts, heal health on the ground. Ugh. Not what I want to do. Heal health on the ground, I suppose we can do that at lunch. Destroy dreadnoughts. Let's see what we've got here. 3 dreadnoughts. A little bit trickier, but let's do infected conduit, advanced. That'll give us 2 of our dreadnoughts. Defeat captains on the ground. Well, I suppose we can do that the easy way. Let's make sure that event went. It did. And Nimbus. Nimbus, 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 where are you? There we are. Obviously, there won't be a show tonight. It is Wednesday. I have a class. I won't be home until 11:30. Doesn't mean DT won't do something, so you might want to check in and see if he's decided to run something of his own. Alright, so we got a couple options here. Let's go see if that's loaded up. Come, my minions, come. Alright, who's the captain? There's the captain. Ooh, I don't have any death from above. Okay, fine. Hi. Okay, so there's my captain. Oh, there's that whole mission. Well, that was difficult. And we have to do some health healing on the ground. Well, probably isn't going to happen here. I I'm curious. I wonder if any of my tunes has got a medical generator. It would be complicatus if Gorney doesn't have it. Good morning, Mr. Dave. How are you today? Yeah, we got that one. Oh, and we're there at New Cara. How perfect is that? Let's check one thing, though. Let's see, we're doing health. Good. Good use for all these hypos that get accumulated during the course of a mission. Alright, we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. Let's make sure that's activated. You've been spending money. Nice. I spent money, well, kind of spent money. I've done the first half of spending money. I've ordered something, which is the 2 tables for the convention. However, they haven't sent me the bill yet, but I've got the money for it for once. Kind of atypical for me to buy something and have the cash ready to go. So, probably before I head out to work, I will take care of that, pay for the booth before it even gets charged back to me. The table is $625 for an island table and $750 for a wall table, so we're going to do an island. 2 of them, actually. A little bit more space. We hope. Just money we don't have this year. Love you guys, but don't have money. Still, even with that, it's going to cost us less than our typical $1,500 for the booth, or $1,600 this year. So we're going to enjoy it. All told, it's around $6,000 to $10,000 to do the convention for a booth for the 10 days that we're out there. And that's including our stuff. $6,000 for the booth. $10,000 for the everything. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it. Let's put that back on and heal up just a wee bit. It's a lot of money for a booth. And it's the little things that kill you. So the booth is, let's say, $1,600, $1,500. Well, that's all well and good. The drawback is that the electrical's another $1,500, the internet's another $1,500, so now we're at almost, what's that, $3,000, $4,000. It just adds up so quickly. And that's not including the basics like getting the equipment out there, buying the equipment if we have to, all the things we have to buy just to keep it running. Let's see if we've got any more hypos we can use. I figured we'd have a few more. Go. Fine, stop shooting at me. I do not need your pesky shooting at me. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a huge expense. But you know, it's kind of cool to get to be with you guys. Let's fix that up. Stop shooting at me! So this one will be a little less expensive. We're hoping that we are able to sell a few of the books and raise some more money for the show next year and do another booth. I'm hoping I win the lottery, you know. Well, obviously we think you guys are, because we've been there twice now. It probably spent close to $15,000 over the last 2 events that we've done. This one, you have to cheap out just a wee bit. Not that we don't love you, bud. maybe I'll win the lottery this year. You know, one can hope. Of course, I'd have to play the lottery first, but that's a different story. The only reason I hate the heal health on the ground is it's just so tedious. I do not gamble except the lottery tickets, and I usually don't do them consistently, but I'll play them once in a while. Last time I was in Vegas just for fun, my friend who lived out there at the time took me gambling, gave me $50, and I think we spent like 7 hours just spending the $50. But during that time, you know, they fed us, they gave us drinks, we were entertained, we, in essence, had our own little personal show. And if you think about it, $50 for a movie, popcorn and all that stuff, maybe a pizza, you get 2 or 3 hours of entertainment, so same thing for gambling. If you count it as entertainment, it's not bad. But the odds are not in your favor. You're going to lose the money eventually. Honestly, I'd much rather just go out and walk around the strip, have a great time, visit with people. I'll tell you though, if you're coming to Chicago, it's not the same. It's going to be the convention, and then you're going to have to plot out what you want to do outside of that, because there's not a big strip to speak of. I mean, there's downtown, which is fabulous, but that's mostly a business hour type thing. I haven't been downtown in the evenings for a long time, though. I think once you're outside the loop, maybe up on North Michigan, it would be pretty cool. Well, we're at 14.3 out of 18, so we'll see what happens here. Let's fix that. Got one hypo left. $16.7, $16.8. I lied, 16.4. Last one here. 17.6, 7, 8, 9, and done. Wow. Alright, do we think we could possibly get... Let's be nice. Let's beam up. Otherwise, when this rematerializes down here, our costume's going to be gone. We're going to fry it. It's one thing if I make you take it off, but it's a whole different thing if they make you take it off. Quick like a bunny. Let's see if we can get Gorny to pop Isa. I don't think that's going to happen in 6 minutes, but it's worth a try. My guess is this won't happen. Prior to that, speaking of gambling, oh wow, I did get it. My husband and I were at Vegas during the, was it the first time around? No, the second time we went there, so right after Star Trek The Experience opened, the second year they were open. And we were there with my son and one of his friends. And they were off playing DDR at the hotel. So we thought we'd go have a drink at the bar. And the waiter said, "Are you gambling?" And we said, "No." And he said, "You want to gamble?" We really don't. He goes, "If you put $5 in the machine, I will continue to feed you drinks until your $5 is gone."
The situation is
Oh.
grim. There's more. Begin.
We just drink Coca-Cola. He goes, "That's fine. I'll feed you Coca-Cola until you're done. If you're going to sit at the bar and gamble. Even if you just put a quarter in, the drinks will be free and it'll be cheaper. $5 Coke for one Coke versus $5 in the machine for as many Cokes as you need while you're there." Sage advice from the man. Let's get these guys launched. Where are you? I know you're supposed to launch automatically, but you didn't.
Scanning the nanite transformer.
Change my technique here.
Additional data is available.
Oops. Wrong sequence. Oh well.
The nanite probe can repair the transformers. Stop now. The probe is closing in on the transformer. Destroy it.
Come on, guys. You've had all this time to go destroy that thing.
The probe is closing in on the transformer. Destroy it. The probe is closing in on the transformer. Destroy it.
Don't you want to get targeted?
The probe is repairing a transformer. Destroy it. Quickly.
I always like it when it says it. Destroy it quickly. The probe or the transformer? Ah! No, I need the second dreadnought. Thank you. Let's see if this works. Probably too close. Definitely too close. Oh well. Let's see how that did. Oh, I got 2 of my 3, so yay. Let's beam out of there. So, it's off to work time for me, folks, and as I said, tonight's class night, so we'll not be here. DT might, otherwise should be back tomorrow morning, all things being equal. So I wish everybody a great day. We will talk to you later. Shall we see if we can do a raid here? Let's see who's awake. Let's see who's awake. Oops. Not there. There's my Discord. Where is my Twitch? There's my Twitch. Alt Lexington's on. Let's go raid Alt Lexington, folks. So everyone have a great day, and we will talk to you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rating. Bye-bye.